Hi, welcome to LiteHawk. This here is the LiteHawk II. This is a fantastic little helicopter. It's got a CNC lightweight metal chassis, a gyro stabilization system, and is a really great way to get into model flying. And we're going to take this out of the box and show you some of the components and what to expect when you take this home. This is the blue. We also have a white canopy colored LiteHawk II. They are operating the same. When you open the box, you're going to find the radio, the hand unit, the helicopter, and this device here, which will plug into any USB port. And you would plug this into your helicopter and charge your helicopter. This is a great way to charge your helicopter because you're not going to drain the AA batteries that are in the radio. You can also charge. If you open this door, there's a plug in here and you can charge off the radio. However, be known that you will be draining the batteries in the radio fairly quickly. So that's why we do include the USB port. We'll just talk about the radio first. Your throttle stick is on the left. You'll notice that there is no spring holding the stick down. The reason for that is we want to make sure to make it easier for new flyers to get hovering. So you can leave the stick in an area or make fine adjustments when you get up into a hover position and really concentrate on the flying part, which is the right stick, where you would go forward by pushing forward, backwards by pushing backwards, and then of course your side to side for left and right. We also have a trim wheel here. If the helicopter when hovering is turning to the left or turning to the right without any input, you would just dial this knob in the opposite direction from where the helicopter is spinning, and that will stop that motion, and it should hover perfectly straight. Another little tip is if you're finding the helicopter is kind of taking off and spinning like a top, or it's not responding properly, if this trim wheel from the factory has been set all the way over to the left or the right, it may cause that. So you want to make sure to center this knob or have it somewhere in the middle. I'll make it easier when you're starting to fly. This little selector here in the middle, you see an A, B, or C. This has got an auto sync. You can just simply put this in the A mode, B, or C, whichever you choose, and this radio will be paired to this device. Then if you want to fly other ones, you would have to put it in a different letter, and that would allow that to happen. Your on-off switch is in the center, and then of course you're going to have an indicator light here. On top of the radio we have a button here which you can depress, and that will actually turn the lights off on the helicopter when you're flying. So when you're flying midair, you can turn the lights on and off if you like. As well as over here we have a boost button. If you just depress that once, it will increase the power to the rear tail motor, allowing for the helicopter to fly faster forward and backwards. I'm just going to move this radio off here, as well as the charger first. We're just going to show you. You'd plug this into a USB slot, and then of course just plug it into here. There's going to be a little red indicator light on here. When the light goes out, that means the helicopter is fully charged. The helicopter itself, we want to make sure first off that our blades here are going to move freely back and forth. These are held on by Phillips screws, just like the rest of the construction. We use a metal chassis to make sure that it's nice and rugged, as well as our landing gear is metal rods. However, it has a flexible plastic here which absorbs landings. If you happen to crash your helicopter and break the landing gear, you would only have to undo these 4 screws to swap it out. And every single part on this helicopter is available at LiteHawk.ca. There's also some instructional videos and pictorials to help you with maintenance on it. Your on-off switch actually is a very, very small switch. It's easy to use, just one of your fingernails. You push it forward, you'll see the lights come on, and that would signify it's on. Of course, just push it back and the lights will go off, and the helicopter is off. When you're finished flying this helicopter, make sure to turn off the helicopter and turn off the radio. Don't just turn off the radio. If you do not turn off the helicopter, the battery will drain, and you may have problems charging because the battery will just become completely flat and not recharge. Enjoy your LiteHawk 2, and if you have any questions or other information needed, please visit us at LiteHawk.ca.